Please be seated. Deputy Chancellor, University Council, Vice-Chancellor, distinguished guests, senior officers, academic and professional staff, graduands, families and friends. It is with pleasure that I welcome you to Victoria University's graduation ceremony for the College of Business. My name is Susan Young and I am the Dean of Students at Victoria University and your MC for today. On behalf of my fellow Victoria University staff, I extend a warm welcome and congratulate all graduands on their achievements today. As a mark of respect to Australia's Indigenous people, we acknowledge the ancestors, elders and families of the Boonwurrung and the Woiwurrung of the Kulin, who are the traditional owners of university land. As we share our own knowledge practices within the university, may we pay respect to the deep knowledge embedded within the Aboriginal community and their ownership of country. We acknowledge that the land on which we meet is a place of age-old ceremonies of celebration, initiation and renewal, and that the Kulin people's living culture has a unique role in the life of this region. Now, before we commence today's proceedings, I would like to invite Mr. Geron Steele of the Boonwurrung Foundation to deliver the welcome to country. Thank you.
Thank you, and thank you for having me back. I'll just like to start by acknowledging Victoria Uni, VU. Over the years, having worked with VU, I've noticed a very strong commitment, probably the strongest commitment of all the universities that I've worked with in terms of their commitment to reconciliation with the First Peoples of this land, and I'd like to commend VU for that, and it's something that you all should be very proud of. Secondly, I'd like to, there was a clap there, secondly, I'd like to acknowledge the people that came before me, people like my mother, Carolyn Briggs, people like my great-great-grandmother, Louisa Briggs, who was born actually not too far from here in this part of Melbourne, around the same time when the first Europeans were arriving in Melbourne. And she describes Melbourne during a time when there was only 3 houses. That's some time, and a lot of things have changed since then, but I'd like to talk about today the things that have stayed the same. So in my language that was passed down by my ancestors, we say, Womanjeka Marimbik Burong Namda Braptanatulam. It means, welcome to my beautiful home, land of the 2 bays. And according to the traditions and stories of my ancestors, the land that we stand on was created by Bunjil. Bunjil, who travelled as the eagle, and by Wa, who protects our waterways and travels as the crow. Now, Bunjil always taught the Boonwurrung to welcome guests, so it is a responsibility of Boonwurrung people to welcome guests. But to really understand what that means, we have to look at that word welcome. And we use this word Womanjeka. Womanjeka essentially means to come with purpose. So it's not so much me welcoming you, but rather giving you a direction to go with purpose. Go with purpose on your journey. We're all going through a stage of transition. You're going from students to graduates, From this point forward, there's no more classes, there's the real world. You're going through a transition, and it's really important to understand why you went through this stage of your life in the first place. Understand the reason and the purpose for that. And understand the reason and purpose for your next stage in life. Where are you going? Where are you going to? What are you going to do? About my purpose here isn't just to welcome you here today, but it's also to teach you a little bit about my culture. And before you start worrying, don't worry, there's no exams or assignments to do. I would just like you to listen and hopefully bring some of these values and utilise them today, and maybe utilise them in your future careers, in your future journey when you go forward. So the first value of the Bunurong people, of the Kulin people, is this value of learning. And I'm sure you're all familiar with that word learning and know what it really means, but when we talk about learning, what we really need to do, we need to think about in context of Aboriginal people. We didn't have universities, we didn't have libraries, and we didn't have the internet and all these beautiful resources that we have today. What we did have was those mentors. We had our family, we had our elders. So when we talk about learning today, we're talking about the learning that we do between each other. You know, between you and your lecturers, between you and your bosses, and between you and your mentors, even between you and your friends. Those lessons that we learn from each other. Valuing those lessons, valuing that information that we get from them. The second value is the value of diversity. There's not many places in the world as diverse as Melbourne. And it's really understanding and respecting diversity as a strength, not a weakness. So diversity gives us this wider lens of perspective. We're able to see things that we normally wouldn't be able to see because we have people around us that have a different perspective. So we need to utilise those perspectives, utilise those different perspectives that we have around us. The next thing is the thing that we have in common, and this is called the value of celebration. It's what you're all here doing today. You're celebrating a transition, I guess. We call this celebration, we call it Jambana or Janabi. And it means the coming together of people for a shared purpose. Around the world, celebration is used as a community building tool. And in order for a community to stay strong, we need to make sure that we take time to celebrate. The final value is the value of honouring sacred ground. And it's what it is, it's just taking a little bit of time out of your day to pay respects to the history and stories of the people that came to pass on the land that we stand. So once again, according to our traditions, the land was protected by Bunjil. Bunjil travelled as the eagle, and by Wa, who protected the waterways and travelled as the crow. Bunjil taught the Bunurong to welcome guests, but he always required us to ask all guests to make 2 promises. So to finalise this, I'll ask you to make these 2 promises to me today. The first promise was not to harm the land or the children of Bunjil. And the second promise was to obey and respect the ways of Bunjil. How might you do that? Well, you do that through those 4 core values I spoke about. Learning, respecting, celebrating, and honouring sacred ground. Thank you very much. And before I forget, I'd like to welcome Brett Watkins, my friend who will play the didgeridoo for us today. Thank you.
Thank you, Garen and Brent. I would like to invite Mr. Tony Dodemaide to present today's occasional address. Tony is a proud VU alumni member, graduating in 1984 with a Bachelor of Applied Science before pursuing a successful sporting career as a professional cricketer between 1983 and 1998. He played 10 tests and 24 one-day internationals for Australia as an all-rounder and remains the only Victorian to have achieved the double of 3,000 runs and 300 wickets in first-class matches for his state. Tony juggled playing with off-field professional life as a corporate marketing manager at the MCG before moving to London in 1999 to become head of cricket at Marylebone Cricket Club at Lord's, the most famous cricket club and ground in the world. He returned to Australia in 2004 to become CEO of the Western Australian Cricket Association in Perth before coming home to Melbourne in 2007 to become CEO of Cricket Victoria, a role he held until stepping down in April this year. His educational journey continued post-VU with executive education stints at Oxford University in 2003 and Harvard Business School in 2013, as well as becoming a graduate member of the Australian Institute of Company Directors in 2017. Now, would you all please welcome Mr. Tony Dodemaide.
Thank you very much. It's great to be back amongst the VU community. To be a little more specific, and risking offence to my fellow alumni who have, shall we say, a solid body of business and life experience behind them, it's great to be amongst you, the younger brigade of our cohort, with your inherent energy, vibrancy, freshness, enthusiasm, and relatively unformed lives that are open to so many possibilities and options from here. My brief today is to try and provide a little bit of reflection, inspiration and wisdom, with a hope that it might somehow be memorable. I'll offer half a dozen thoughts to attempt to do just that, but I'm a realist. This is a big and exciting day for you all, and you probably won't remember much of this 20 years on, unless of course Baz Luhrmann decides to put these thoughts to music, as he did 20 years ago with a 1997 graduation address from Chicago entitled "Everyone's Free to Wear Sunscreen." You can Google it if you don't know what I'm talking about. You'll also be relieved to know I don't intend to make the next few minutes seem like hours by wallowing in too much nostalgia of my uni days, or a kind of spoiler alert as to how things are going to go for you for the next 30 years or so. That'd be ridiculous, because times have changed and all our journeys are inevitably unique. That said, I believe there are a few themes that continue to be relevant regardless of the social or workplace framework that evolves over time. Here goes. Key thought one, and it's pretty basic: always demonstrate good work ethic and behaviours. Particularly early on in your careers, when there isn't much in your CV besides your academic achievements, those are the basic traits that I think any employer will be drawn to and are the best indicators of development potential. Key thought number two, maintain deep curiosity whilst developing good judgment skills. You can have a great work ethic and keep doing the same things diligently over and over again until someone tells you to do them differently. You'll be renowned as a good worker, but you won't go very far. A deep, curious mind sees opportunities and learnings everywhere, be they improvements to processes, different ways of looking at strategy, or perhaps even coming up with bold new strategies. Usually though, the costs or timing of a change can make or break companies and careers. That's where keen judgment comes in, learned from a combination of your own experience and from others who've gone through similar challenges. Key thought number three, don't be scared to be scared. It's okay to be uncomfortable. You won't know what you're capable of, personally or professionally, until you are. I sat in your seat, waiting impatiently to receive my degree some 33 years ago, and had absolutely no idea of what I was going to do with my life beyond trying to be a decent cricketer, which might have lasted anywhere from 1 to 15 years, but no more. The day after the graduation, I jumped on a plane to go to England to play cricket and never felt so scared but excited with the uncertainty of it all. At 54, In a way, I still don't know what's ahead for me, and I still get that scarily excited feeling when I think of it. Key thought number 4, periodically apply your business disciplines to your own personal lives. I don't just mean financial discipline. In business, we often take a step back and say, what does success look like in this strategy or initiative? How will we know when we've succeeded? I highly recommend you do the same in your own lives from time to time. Things will change for you away from work or business, be they new developments in relationships, family, health, or other strong influences. Ask yourself, what does success look like now in my life? Has it changed? What are the trade-offs and compromises I'm prepared to accept now? What's the right balance for me so that I can be comfortable with the person I look at in the mirror every morning? Key thought number 5. There's a significant difference between a person successful in high levels of skill, status, wealth, knowledge and experience and someone who's a leader. Leadership for me is a lifelong journey of continuous learning and refinement. I often hear phrase that someone is a great leader, like they've reached some sort of finish line. I don't buy that. If someone is a true leader, they'll always demonstrate hunger for new learning, look to surround themselves with people smarter than them, and promote and grow new leaders in their sphere of influence. For me, good leaders lift and inspire the people around them, knowing a rising tide lifts all boats and their own worth will rise with them. Bad leaders maintain their separation and their perception of their own worth by dragging down or suppressing their colleagues. Who would you rather be and who would you rather work for? This is perhaps the hardest challenge because leadership can't be completely acquired from textbooks, webinars or exams. Competency and professional credibility is important, of course, but true leadership must also come from developments of personal inner qualities. And for me, the most fundamental quality to have and maintain is humility. Why? Because the door to learning requires an acceptance that you don't already know all you need to. And the more you have and acquire, be it wealth, title, reputation, etc., the greater temptation that you don't need to be humble anymore. Ladies and gents, I'm excited for you all. The road ahead for each of you will be fascinating. I never thought when coming to the FIT campus, now VU here in Footscray, all those years ago, as a boy from Footscray, son of a toolmaker in a white goods factory, that I would see many corners of the world through my sport and professional life. That I would meet international figures as diverse as John Howard, Hugh Jackman, Robert Mugabe and the Queen of England. And I would walk the halls of Oxford University and Harvard Business School in my quest for further learning and growth. And I'm nothing special, ladies and gentlemen. If I can do that, who knows what's ahead for you? There'll be a myriad of professional and personal choices you will make or have already made that will nudge the rudder of your lives from here. It will be a little easier to think that all of those choices would be controllable too. But the fact is they won't. Luck or chance, seemingly good or bad at the time, will probably play a significant role at some stage. I say seemingly at the time for a reason, and here's my final key thought number 6. Your lives won't be defined by what happens to you, but how you respond to what happens to you. Some choices and events will be worthy of instant celebration, validation for a great decision or a successful culmination of expended time and effort. Others will seemingly be harsh setbacks, efforts that haven't delivered the sought-after prize, people who have let you down, investments that have fallen flat, an unexpected accident that blindsides you or someone you love on a Sunday afternoon. Embrace them all, triumph and disaster alike. For both of those imposters, there'll be new learning, growth and opportunity behind the curtain. I assure you that future employers won't be looking for someone who never gets anything wrong, because let's face it, we all know that person doesn't exist. They will want people, though, who face challenges and risen to them. In cricket parlance, you can still take wickets bowling into the wind from time to time. Ladies and gentlemen and graduates, the very best luck to you all and congratulations on your achievements so far. Thank you.
Thank you, Tony. I would now like to welcome our Deputy Chancellor, Ms. Gay Hamilton. Gay is a member of the University's Council, which guides the strategic direction of the university. She is representing the Chancellor here today at today's ceremony. Thank you, Gay.
Thank you, Susan. Vice-Chancellor, distinguished guests, senior officers, staff, graduands, families and friends. I warmly welcome you all to today's graduation ceremony. Today is absolutely a day to celebrate. You've taken the opportunity that Victoria University has offered, and with hard work and determination, you have now achieved success. We are delighted to have colleagues and students here today from our partner institutions. Our partnerships throughout Australia and Asia are very important to us and provide wonderful pathway opportunities for students to study at VU through institutions such as Sunway University, Leithen Academy, Hanoi University, Liaoning University, Henan University, and the Central University of Finance and Economics. A special mention too to our colleagues and students who have travelled from VU Sydney to join us today. Welcome all. You have all demonstrated a capacity to set goals and to achieve them. You've shown persistence and determination. You've learned the art of juggling priorities. And many of you have overcome challenges in order to complete your studies. These are not just qualities that have enabled you to gain your well-earned qualification. They are qualities that will assist you as you build your career. Getting to today's ceremony is one of many successes that you will enjoy in life. Be proud of what you've achieved and know that your parents, families, friends, and all of the staff who've been a part of your time with us are equally delighted with what you've attained. You are graduating from a world-class university that is ranked in the top 2% of universities worldwide. It is also ranked at number 53 of universities less than 50 years old in the prestigious Times Higher Education World Rankings, a significant milestone for VU. This gives prestige to your qualification, and you can proudly claim that you were a graduate of one of the world's top universities that has done its best to equip you to meet the needs of our 21st century world. We are constantly investing in contemporary and innovative ways to create the best student experience possible. We have revolutionised tertiary education with the first-year model. In 2018, our first-year bachelor students studied their subjects in 4-week blocks, 1 unit at a time, enabling students to focus on a single subject in depth rather than juggling multiple competing deadlines. This is an Australian first. The first-year model has been so far tremendously successful, with impressive rises in student attendance rates and decreased failure rates. Based on the positive feedback from our students and staff, we're now extending this model of teaching into the second year of our bachelor courses in 2019 and beyond. I, like you, are probably a little envious of this new model. We've established the VU Academy for Social Change and Leadership with the specific purpose of empowering and enabling students to be agents of change to create positive impacts on the community. The VU Academy creates opportunities for our students to be leaders of social change and institutionalises social entrepreneurship as a key factor in solving many of today's most important problems. This student focus to creating social change is yet another first in an Australian university. We have commenced the implementation of VU Online to extend higher educational opportunities to a broad audience who may not be able to access traditional types of education. From September this year, the university's Master of Business Administration, which was awarded a Tier 1 rating in the CEO magazine's 2018 global rankings, that, together with the Graduate Certificate in Business Administration, will be available to study online. This now gives students the option of completing these highly regarded VU courses in face-to-face, blended and fully online modes. Finally, we've established VU Innovations, an initiative that focuses on new ways of growing value for the university's students, staff, industry and community stakeholders by stimulating and activating innovation. For students, it will build on the recent significant extra and co-curricular inputs of the university's Entrepreneurs in Residence to develop and deliver innovation and entrepreneurship curriculum, particularly run through its brand new bachelor degree minor, the Entrepreneurial Mindset. For our community and industry partners, VU Innovations will grow its existing provision of services to help organisations and individuals develop the innovation, skills and knowledge needed to tackle their increasingly disrupted operating environments. VU was born in and proudly remains part of the west of Melbourne. While our reach and our aspirations are now global, we remain focused on our vision to deliver value by uplifting the communities in which we operate. This means that we have a particular focus on engaging with industries and communities which live and operate in Melbourne's west. For VU, an institution that is deeply connected with our region, fostering interdisciplinary problem solving as a distinctive feature of our approach to learning and teaching, and research translation. We make sure that our graduates are prepared to address typical, contemporary and emerging challenges through an interdisciplinary approach in their future workplace, and that our research, leveraging from its local context, becomes renowned for generating outcomes of national and global significance. We believe we are responsible for developing the next generation of thinkers, all of you, to solve such challenges. Today, we're graduating students from the College of Business. The College of Business has made a commitment to respond to a rapidly changing business environment in 2018 and beyond. Alongside the successful introduction of 2 new master's courses over the past 12 months, the college has also introduced the Master of Tourism and Destination Management and the Master of Change, Innovation and Leadership courses, both commencing with encouraging enrolments from both local and international student cohorts. One of these master courses fits well within the strategic plan of VU's new School of the Visitor Economy, an initiative to be officially launched in September that links research and our VU Polytechnic and higher education offerings in tourism, hospitality and events management space. Central to this plan is the development of associate degrees, offering a seamless transition and pathway for many students from vocational education. We look forward to going live in September this year with a fully online MBA program developed by our new joint venture organisation, VU Online. Not to be outshone, VU's Next Gen SAP Lab launched earlier this year, which gives our students in ERP and business analytics access to real data settings and industry case-based problem solving within a specialised laboratory on the 9th floor of our city campus. This is the first university-based initiative that connects students, researchers and startups with SAP customers and partners outside of Europe. During the year, the college has been increasingly involved in entrepreneurial education, with a competitive process seeing a small group of business students embark upon a study internship at the prestigious European Innovation Academy in Turin, Italy, where they collaborated with business students from around the world. Lastly, the Victoria Business Confucius Institute, located within the College of Business, continues to offer a range of study opportunities, both here on campus and offshore in China, with several study tours and scholarships offered alongside courses developing students' ability and understanding in areas such as Chinese language, culture and trade. Today, as you graduate and leave us to embark on your career, consider how you might use the skills that you've acquired to strengthen the communities from which you have come or the new communities you are destined to become part of. Today, more than 200 of you will graduate. I encourage you to remain connected to the VU community as a member of the Alumni Association in order to continue to build your professional and personal networks. I have no doubt that you will all be wonderful ambassadors for Victoria University. Congratulations once again. To the family and friends with us, I remind you, and I think you're already in this spirit, which is great, that this is a celebration. And so throughout the afternoon, I want to hear you clapping and cheering as loudly as you possibly can when the graduands come up on stage to receive their awards. Graduands, would you all now please stand? I call upon the Chair of the Academic Board, Ms. Deb Tyler, to present the authorised record of all conferred graduates for this ceremony and in absentia. Thank you, Ms. Tyler. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Council of Victoria University, I admit the duly authorised graduates to the appropriate wards and to all the rights and all the privileges of those awards. Congratulations, all of you. Now, graduates, I'd like you to turn and face your family and friends and join me in a round of applause for them for helping you get here today. Well done to the support teams. Graduates, please return to your seats.
Thank you, Deputy Chancellor. I now call upon the Deputy Dean of the College of Business, Dr. Ramana Gama.
Deputy Chancellor, I'm honoured to present the graduates from the College of Business. From Bachelor of Business Event Management, Nicole Robin Barnes. Nicole's a staff member of Victoria University. Cindy Yuong. Tammy Rochelle Galea. Ashley Simone Keith. Sarah McHugh. Also a staff member of VU. Lauren Jane Norton. Melanie Nedanovsky. Stephanie Theresa Prue. Cherie Allison Smith. Sun Dong Yang. Sophie Simmons. Sophie TV. Michelle Tuaroyi. Students from the Bachelor of Business Event Management, International Tourism Management. Shannon Lee Johnson. Bachelor of Business, Logistics and Transport. Abdi Fattav Mohammed Abduli. Bachelor of Business Hospitality Management, Hong Sang Nguyen. Anthony Philip Renihan. Bachelor of Business, Human Resource Management, Taylor Renee Bagnati. Tuyet Nguyen Wendy Kao. Tamara Chairani Freestone. Stephanie Georgiadis. Oslam Ustekin. Madeline Sanchez. Bachelor of Business Human Resource Management, International Hospitality Management, Claudia Raimondo. Bachelor of Business Human Resource Management, Management and Innovation, Andrew Luke Santucci. Bachelor of Business Information Systems, Aaron Scott Gray. Shirestra Creed-Jan. Bachelor of Business Information Systems Management, Haydar Ali. Abhishek Bhatt. Saugat Bichette. Simona Cavalancia Ferreira Antonio. Chitu Adashi. Karan Singh. Dipesh Kamcharaya. Suvana Kamcharaya. Rajwinder Kaur. Thomas Carr. Pankaj Khanna. Pawan Katiwada. Amit Kumar. Sanjita Mahajaran. Kiran Manandaha. Loshan Manawadu. Bajinda Mirza. Sagar Nirula. Siddhartha Pangaini. Prakash Bhatt Pudale. Sujan Shaikia. Rabina Shrestha. Shuag Milan Shrestha. Balkar Singh. Mandeep Singh. Rawinder Singh. Sukhinja Singh. Adam Daniel Stewart. Sukhdev Singh. Ryan Ali Tamin. Thapa Ashim Bia. Noni Thapa Maga. Sanbik Twana Su. Vishal. Vun Zi Trun. Bachelor of Business International Hospitality Management, Ben D. Nardis. Wei Mei Lo. Nishananth Pushparai. Shanil Williams. Bachelor of Business International Tourism Management, Tori Bradley. Thomas Roy Gaizanis. Bachelor of Business International Trade, Mohammed Afiz Nazar bin Ahmad. Feng Zi Ming. Lim Xiang. Tan Van Pu. Mohammed Mahbubur Rahman. Penny T. Yen Lee. Sami Ullah. Bachelor of Business International Trade Marketing, Chai Cam Yuan. Chang Jun Ni. Fong Lei Ming. Pei G. Vincent Go. Anaf Akif Kamal. Lim Yong King. Calvin Antonio Mawan. She Yi. Wang Jinghu. Wang Yun Ho. Vandy Yuan. Bachelor of Business International Trade, Supply Chain and Logistics Management, Kerry Weeks. Bachelor of Business Management and Innovations, Keith Barry William Costa. Rupinder Kaur. An Tien Nguyen. Violeta Stoyanowski. Tan Ji Lee. Tan Ying Shin. Bachelor of Business Management and Innovation, Marketing, Marko Kovac. Su Yong Soon. Thin Pei Yi. Bachelor of Business Management, Ajok Queng Margok. Reason Joy Manley. Bachelor of Business Marketing, Andre Agassi. Davide Concilia. Fong Hui Yun. Emily Gergich. Natalie Gergich. Heng Yi Hong. David John Lancashire. Joevi Lee. Anthony Mendez. Mohammed Del Ramat. Si Theong Heng. Manish Shakaya. Tan Wen Gi. Thong Yin Mei. Kimberly Nan Tran. Bachelor of Business, Music Industry, Kelsey Henschel. Anthony Liccardi. Bachelor of Business Supply Chain and Logistics Management, Youssef Al-Shuwaliya. Lawrence Oshana. J. Prakash Papu Rao. Nicholas Blackman. Matthew Gurino Di Peta. Josh Eastwell. Rima El Badayoui. Simon Robert Hannock. Suraka Isifu. Jagrup Singh Lyle. Boban Peshevsky. To Lim Wang. Min Sang Tran. Graduate Certificate in Supply Chain Management, Sandy Leo Kelly. Graduate Diploma in Business Supply Chain Management, The Chow La. Graduate Diploma in Professional Accounting, Joey Ju Yi Thin. Master of Accounting, Sham Si Min Shemaine. Lai T Kim Tran. Master of Business Accounting, Jeremy Argulion. Rama Bandari Subkota. Saloni Gol. Mohammed Kashif. Aquinda Kaur. Baljish Kaur. Gowinda Jeet Kaur. Chadani Manandha. Mananda Ganga. Asad Ali Minhas. Davis Kariuki Mukuna. Mohammed Kaman Omar. Kamana Pun Gurung. Rodriguez Inaritu Asier. Sharestra Kadgai Bawana. Yathatra Silwal. Suli Liliana Solana Palacios. Lee Ann Tan. Lustra Tul Adha. Christian Abel Villalobos Guterres. Master of Business Enterprise Resource Planning Systems, Fonseca Chaparro Orlando. Harsimapreet Singh. Intek Kabul Hock. Abiral Kandel. Aditya. Namani Anthony Uchenna. Romanio Nunes da Silva. Uchenna Austin Okoli. Parul Punj. Keval Kumar Shah. Ranjot Singh. Master of Business International Relations Human Resource Management, Melinda Lee Bornman. Tan Thi Ha Dung. Ingrid Lane Genon. Jessica Kelly. Master of Business Management, Elizabeth Bansil. Kimberly Galizia Roberto. Master of Business Marketing, Jasmina Medved. Master of Business Supply Chain Management, Clarine Co. Paul Mara. Master of Business Administration, Mario Leno Collegia. Chan Pu Sung. Adam Fitzgerald. Slavisa Herzog. Ilette Simone Louise. Anika Fajana Rashid. Robert Simpson. Gareth David Williams. Jian Zheng. Master of Business Administration Professional, Aileen Jordan Flores Cortez. Master of Business Analytics, Syed Nasser Al-Ansari. Madhab Chowdhury. Master of Business Analytics Professional, Gunamathu Puyumi Thishakaya Athauda. Hua Dualaja Kalana Chathumal Gunawardana. Shivani Shadashiv Sapale. Grace Slatcher. Daniel Ernesto Velasco Sanchez. Master of Enterprise Resource Planning Management, Go Siok Ting. Master of Finance, Teresa Garang. Mohammed Umar Lakhani. Master of International Relations and Human Resource Management, Lauren Kate Carabella. Master of Marketing, Dio Kaada. Master of Supply Chain Management, Yannick Maxim Davies. Master of Accounting, Master of Business Finance, An Thi Phoon Nguyen. and the Master of Business Finance, Master of Business Administration, Stephen Allen Etheridge. Deputy Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of graduates from the College of Business. Deputy Chancellor, I now call upon Vice President Research Professor Warren Payne to present the doctoral candidates.
Deputy Chancellor, professional doctoral degrees are conferred on those who have undertaken a combination of advanced coursework and original research resulting in a significant contribution to knowledge in the relevant professional field. The work generally includes a critical review of the literature, a systematic form of inquiry, and the preparation of a thesis reporting the outcomes of the research. Deputy Chancellor, I present to you Jakob Karagots, who by reason of a thesis entitled Exploring Barriers to Knowledge Sharing in Temporary Organisations and Their Implications on Project Success, the case from the Victorian Public Service, has satisfied the requirements for admission to the degree of Doctor of Business Administration. The candidate's thesis explored the role of knowledge management in project environments. Results concluded informal structures to create knowledge, procedural methods to capture project artefacts. The agile technique facilitated knowledge sharing activities and lessons learned were acknowledged for knowledge reuse. The lack of time, culture and inadequate hardware systems were identified as barriers to knowledge sharing contributing to project inefficiency. Jakob's supervisors were Professor John Zlesnikov, Dr. Naomi Ogar and Dr. Alex Axel Korhaus. Deputy Chancellor, Dr. Jakob Karagots. Yeah! Deputy Chancellor, Doctor of Philosophy degrees are conferred on those who have completed a major program of original research, resulting in a significant new contribution to knowledge in the relevant field. The work generally includes a critical review of the literature, a systematic form of inquiry, and the preparation of a substantial thesis reporting the outcomes of the research. Deputy Chancellor, I present to you Trini Espinosa Abascal, who by reason of a thesis entitled Demand for Indigenous Tourism in Australia, Understanding Consumer Behaviour, has satisfied the requirements for admission to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Trini examined the consumer decision-making in relation to Indigenous tourism activities at 3 destinations in Australia. Her work has made a significant contribution to knowledge as it provided insights into the realistic demand for Indigenous tourism. While studying, Trini published in leading journals and books and presented at international conferences and was awarded a Victoria University Indigenous Central Research Grant. Trini is currently lecturing in tourism at William Angliss in Melbourne, and Trini's supervisors were Mr. Martin Fluker and Dr. Min Jiang. Deputy Chancellor, Dr. Trini Espinosa Abascal. Deputy Chancellor, I present to you Ton Nguyen, who by reason of a thesis entitled A Framework for Project Knowledge Management in SMEs, a Vietnamese Perspective, has satisfied the requirements for admission to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Ton investigated knowledge management adoption by SMEs in Vietnam's ICT sector. Ton's contribution to the discipline include a SME maturity model, the identification of factors affecting SME engagement in project knowledge management, and a working framework that reflects project knowledge management factors and processes. Ton is currently a part-time researcher at Ton Doc Thang University in Vietnam, as well as consulting to SMEs in Vietnam. Ton's supervisors were Dr. Carmine Saleto and Dr. Scott Bingley. Deputy Chancellor, Dr. Ton Nguyen. Deputy Chancellor, I present to you Vijay Sangam, who by reason of a thesis entitled Strategic Logistics Outsourcing Success Framework, a study of Indian businesses, has satisfied the requirement for admission to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Vijay developed a strategic framework to identify the enablers that help achieve outsourcing success in Indian businesses. An effective governance mechanism, 3PL selection criteria, and performance management are perceived to mediate the outsourcing path to success. The framework will guide the supply chain professionals to enhance the success of their outsourcing. Vijay published 2 papers, and Vijay is now employed as a supply chain manager at Reliance Worldwide Corporation in Brisbane. Vijay's supervisors were Dr. Himanshu Shi and Professor Peng Shi. Deputy Chancellor, Dr. Vijay Sangam. Deputy Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of doctoral candidates.
Thank you. I now call upon the Vice-Chancellor to present the medal.
Deputy Chancellor, it's with great honour that I now present the University Medal for Academic Excellence. Victoria University awards these medals in order to recognise high-achieving students and demonstrate the university's commitment to excellence. There are 2 higher education medals awarded for each college per year in any of the following categories: undergraduate studies, undergraduate honours, and postgraduate coursework. Medals are awarded to those graduates who have achieved consistent academic excellence over the duration of their course and a grade point average of at least 6.8 out of a maximum of 7. For the Medal of Excellence in Postgraduate Studies for the College of Business, please welcome Paul Mara. Paul achieved excellent results throughout his course with a grade point average of 6.8 and an average mark of 83. Please congratulate Paul Mara.
Thank you, Vice-Chancellor. I now invite Chanel Williams to speak on behalf of the graduates. Chanel graduated today with a Bachelor of Business, gaining a grade point average of 6.6. Chanel won the Quest Outstanding Final Year Student in Hospitality and Tourism Management. She is passionate about food, loves learning about other cultures, and is a proud Jamaican. Would you please welcome Chanel Williams?
Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, distinguished guests, academics, teaching staffs, other students who are graduating, family and friends, an Irie afternoon to you. For those of you who do not know, Irie is a colloquial term used mostly by Rastafarians in Jamaica to express a friendly, warm greeting. It is a great honor to address you all today. To our lecturers and academic staff, a big thank you for a job well done. You've equipped us with the tools to go make a difference. Your job isn't easy, as we sometimes can be a total pain, high maintenance and very demanding. However, you should feel a sense of pride today as you look around the room. Kudos to you. To our parents, guardians, partners, and friends, thank you for the world of support you've given to us. Thank you for your patience, the time taken to listen to us vent about a group assignment that wasn't going the way we hoped, or a group member that aggravated us. And I know as graduates, we can all relate. At one point or another, we were annoyed or caused the annoyance. Seriously though, you have been our biggest fan, and we appreciate you wholeheartedly, as we could not have done this without you. Graduates, we made it. Don't you mistake this for the end. We're all editors of a book. Each day we add paragraphs summing up chapters of our lives. Ladies and gentlemen, we have ended a chapter, one that we will remember for a long time. We have made alliances and friends. It is imperative to nurture these relationships, as we are the future network of the business industry. Today marks a significant moment as we have completed a milestone. Our chapter has been written. Believe it or not, it is similar to that of a thesis, as we experience things, learn things about ourselves, and develop or test our hypotheses. Some we may have rejected, others we have accepted. As you continue your journey, whether you decide to further your studies, take a holiday, or go on immediately to the workforce, remember, you are the author of this book. You can make it as intriguing, interesting, exciting, or as dull as you want. Let us not forget the problem-solving skills we have learned, because we will need them. There will be obstacles, but treat them as learning experiences. See them as hurdles and not the end of the road. Remember this moment and know you can do it. Any form of development is positive, so I will leave you with this advice. Stagnation is a crime. Self-development is limitless. Go and be the best versions of yourselves. College of Business graduates of 2018, congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you, Chanel. I now invite the Vice-Chancellor, Professor Peter Dawkins, AO, to read the charge to our new graduates.
Deputy Chancellor, can I ask all of the new graduates to stand, please? I charge you as graduates of Victoria University to uphold our commitment to excellence in the way you use your knowledge, skills and capabilities in your chosen occupations and industries and in your further studies. To engagement by the way you use your knowledge, skills and capabilities for the benefit of local and global communities. And access, along with equity and respect, by the way you connect with people from diverse countries, cultures, socioeconomic and educational backgrounds. Let it be known that you are now a graduate of Victoria University, defined by a commitment to excellence, engagement and access in everything you do. I charge you to make a difference to the world by modelling these values and behaviours, and by being courageous in the way you play your part in solving problems in your work and in the broader community. Please be seated.
Thank you, Vice-Chancellor. I would now like to welcome back our Deputy Chancellor, Ms. Gay Hamilton, to offer her final congratulations.
Ladies and gentlemen, I offer congratulations to all who've received an award at this ceremony. Previously, I asked the graduates to stand and thank their families. Now I ask them to remain seated while we all stand and congratulate all of today's new graduates. Well done.
Deputy Chancellor, that brings to a close the formal proceedings of this graduation ceremony. On behalf of the Deputy Chancellor, I extend an invitation to all graduates and guests to join her and the university procession in the view on level 4 for refreshments. Now, for safety reasons, I ask guests to remain in their places until the university procession and the new graduates have left the atrium. Guests will then be invited to leave once the procession and all graduates have departed. Now, would everyone please stand?
good time, I don't wanna stop at all.